Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any video from my channel.
Yo! Welcome to LCameraTV. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this with y'all cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, don't forget to hit the bell notification, man. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. I upload randomly, so I don't want you guys to miss out. So definitely hit the bell icon, man. When you see the squiggly lines, you know you have been notified. And guys, we got a lot to talk about, man. First off, a certain receiver has been officially ruled out, so it gives another young receiver another opportunity to show out. You know what I'm saying? One of the best speed versus speed matchup we're going to see probably all year. We got to talk about that. And also some more information about a certain deadline where I thought we should do more, but they gave me an explanation and it made some sense. So a lot to talk about, guys. So let's get started. So Torrey Smith has been out this whole time. You know, he did not practice basically at all this week. So he's basically going to be ruled out for, Sunday's game against the Buccaneers. And that gives DJ Moore another opportunity to ball out. Now, mind you, I've been very adamant about Curtis Samuel. I think Curtis Samuel's a baller. I think he definitely needs playing time. And, he does. I definitely think he needs playing time. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a very good player. But DJ Moore has been playing really well, too. So I think they might lean more towards the first-round pick, even though I think Curtis Samuel is a baller. But I think they might lean more. I think both Curtis Samuel and DJ Moore are going to get more playing time in general because one of the receivers was out. But I think they're going to give DJ Moore a lot more snaps than Curtis Samuel. His #1 pick, first-round pick, whatever. And he's been playing great, man. I ain't going to lie. He got targeted 24 times. He caught 18, you know what I'm saying? And he only had one drop. He has a touchdown, like 281 yards. He's been balling, man. He had that mega game in Baltimore where he had 5 receptions for 90 yards. Plus he had like a run for like 38 yards also. So he's been playing really well. So I think they're going to lean that way, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad at it. DJ Moore looks like he's a very good player. I just wish they could get Curtis Samuel the ball more. I think Curtis Samuel can be, I think we could have, I think DJ Moore is, a little bit better than Curtis Samuel in the sense that he runs better routes. You know what I'm saying? He also could be a vertical threat. He has very good hands too, whatever. But Curtis Samuel can catch the ball a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I think DJ Moore has more upside, definitely. But I think Curtis Samuel could be that vertical threat. You know what I'm saying? I've said this before. And even if we put him in the slot, he could be a vertical threat. I think that would be really good, especially if we have, let's say, DJ Moore running a route, whatever, and you have Curtis Samuel running a go route from the slot, whatever. Pulls the safety away, and DJ Moore could do a slant route, whatever, where you catch the ball and get vertical and get a bunch of chunk yards. So I think DJ Moore could definitely be an asset for us. I think Curtis Samuel could be an asset too. I think both of them should be on the field. But DJ Moore is just getting another opportunity to play well, and he played well against Baltimore, so I'm expecting good things from him this year, or just against this game, whatever. So I don't know, man. Like, I know a lot of people are saying Saquon Barkley got Offensive Rookie of the Year down pat and all that stuff like that, whatever. But what I would say to that is that DJ Moore, I think Saquon Barkley has been playing really well, but I think DJ Moore is going to get a lot more slaps, and I think he can sneak his way into that conversation, especially if he's getting the targets that he was getting, like in Baltimore. He might sneak up to the top, man. He might, especially if he's catching all Cam's balls. Cam might trust him a lot more than Devin Funchess or maybe a Jarris Wright, but Cam tends to go Jarris Wright on third downs. But in general, DJ Moore can make himself a reliable pass catcher for Cam, and he might sneak up, man, because he's, like I said, he can catch a ball, break some tackles. He's very hard to bring down and all that stuff. So DJ Moore got another opportunity to prove that he's one of the best rookies out there. I mean, it's gonna be kind of hard to catch Calvin Ridley with his production in Atlanta, and Saquon Barkley and his production. You got the Phillip Lindsay and Broncos, Denver. So you got some rookies that are out here performing, but I think DJ Moore can sneak up on a lot of people, man. I think a lot of people are, underestimating him because his snap count was so low in the beginning. But I think he's going to start ramping up. I think he's going to start revving up, and I think he's going to start getting more catches, more targets, and more yards and more touchdowns. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out, man. But for now, we got to go with who's producing. But I think people better look out for DJ Moore in the second half of the season because he can be dangerous. And in other news, it's D-Jack versus D-Jack, man. It's Action Jackson versus D-Jackson, man. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be one of the best speed matchups probably all year. Just being honest with you, man. Desean Jackson is coming to Carolina, whatever, and he's going to be lined up against Donte Jackson. So this is going to be a very good matchup. You know what I'm saying? Both of them are very fast receivers. I think Desean Jackson is probably the best vertical threat in the league. I'm just being honest with you. It's between him and Brandon Cooks. I think Brandon Cooks is a very good vertical threat too. But Desean Jackson, man, if people forget, he can, especially, you know, obviously he had his little issue with Jameis Winston, and that's why he has to be traded, because Jameis wasn't playing that well and all that stuff. But when he was with Ryan Fitzpatrick, obviously I remember when, you know, he let Ryan Fitzpatrick wear his jewelry and all that stuff, whatever. They had a pretty good connection, man. So, you know, we got to be worried about that. But this is a really good matchup for Donte Jackson, man. It's a really good, you know, scenario because, like I said, he shut down the other two speed receivers. John Brown didn't do nothing. John Ross didn't do nothing. Now he's going probably against the best vertical option or speed option, whatever, in the league. You know what I'm saying? It's between him, like I said, Brandon Cooks, you know what I'm saying, Tyreek Hill, certain people like that from that are just so fast that they can, you know, create separation. So we'll see how he plays him, man. We'll see if, you know, he lets Desean Jackson get behind him, but you know, hopefully he doesn't. He's been playing really well, man. So this is gonna be a good matchup for him. I'm excited to see this, man. I think it's gonna be interesting. I think it'll be really interesting. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know, I don't really like Dante is a talker, but I don't really know if Desean's a talker like that. He does talk a little bit, but nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's gonna be that much jawing back and forth, whatever. But I know Dante tends to be flexing and stuff like that when he does big plays. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out, man. But I think this could be a very good matchup. I think people are underestimating it, man. And like I said, Ryan Fitzpatrick and Desean Jackson got a good connection, man. So I think this is gonna be a really good one, man. Obviously I like Donte Jackson. I think Dante is gonna, you know, come out victorious. He's, you know, he's probably, I ain't gonna lie, I think you can make a case for him being our best corner. You know, obviously he's second best corner, but you can make a case for him to be the first best corner. And you know, Desean Jackson, you know, I think Mike Evans is better than him overall, but Desean Jackson is a very good receiver too, man. He was like a #1 back in the old days. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out, man. But I'm rooting for you, Action Jackson. Shut him down. Go 3 for 3. You know what I'm saying? Shut down speed receivers. Hopefully, man. But we'll see how that whole thing plays out, man. Because like I said, Desean Jackson is by far the best. You know what I'm saying? That vertical threat, man, this is tough. But like I said, Dante, he's running a 4-3. He's moving too, so he definitely can keep up with him. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out. But I'm rooting for you, Dante. Action Jackson, I already know. And finally, we got some insight on the trade deadline and why the Panthers didn't make any moves. Ron Rivera talked about it, man, and he was pretty frank, man. He was like, we was thinking about, you know, I talked to Marty Herney about some people that I would like to bring in and everything like that. But the asking price was astronomical. And what he means by that is obviously, most of y'all know what astronomical means, but what he means by that is that the asking price was very high. And I only blame one person for that. Jerry Jones. And the reason why I blame Jerry Jones is because Jerry Jones paid a first-round pick for Amari Cooper to the Raiders, right? And a lot of people didn't expect him to give that up. I mean, Amari Cooper really wasn't worth a first-round pick, depending on how, you know, the freaking Eagles got Golden Tate for a 3rd rounder, and you know, Patriots got Josh Gordon for a 5th rounder, and I think you know, who was it? Another team got another receiver for pretty low. So a lot of people were like, wow, you know what I'm saying, that they paid that much money. Now, mind you, Philly kind of drove their sale price up because Philly was offering supposedly a 2nd rounder, so they had to go higher. But once that went through, everybody was like, hey, if Jerry Jones got that, we, you know, gave him that, whatever, we can try to get some stuff too, man. So everybody was asking for a lot for trades. And obviously I want them to trade, but I don't want you to trade the house either. Like, I'm not, don't be boo-boo the fool out here and trade like 6 draft picks, whatever, to get a player. Like, that's stupid, you know what I'm saying? So for me, like, I understand it. I understand that, you know, it kind of, the scales were kind of lopsided because of the trades that happened earlier that year. So it's bad, man. Like, I understand that, you feel me? So I can't be too mad, whatever. I just wanted us to, you know, obviously don't rest on your laurels. Try to get as better as you can, you know what I'm saying, and improve as much as you can, as quickly as you can, so you can win a Super Bowl, man. But I also don't want you to forego the whole future either. Like, I wouldn't mind trading a 3rd round pick or a 2nd round pick for Lando Collins, because that's, you know, he got drafted as a 2nd round pick, you give him a 2nd round pick, or he get drafted as a 2nd round pick, you give him a 3rd round pick. For a Pro Bowl player, that's not bad. And he's a rookie. You can put him on a franchise tag. You can sell him to a long-term contract, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at that. But if they're asking for a 1st rounder, of course not. If they're asking for you know, Patrick Peterson was first rounder, whatever you try to shoot for a second. Even a first rounder, you know what I'm saying, depends. I might be willing to give it up depending on how good Patrick Peterson is looking. But if you ask for 2 first rounders for Patrick Peterson, no way, Jose. You asking? I ain't gonna lie. I think the most I'll go to is a first rounder. Anything past that is asking too much for me. So like I said, I don't want you to mortgage the future. You know what I'm saying? But just, you know, be mindful that, okay, you know, this is just 1 pick. We can, you know, bounce back from that. So and you know what I'm saying, if you could help bring a Super Bowl in, then that's even better. So I'm not mad at the you know, the idea of not trading for anything, because if they were trading something bad, I would have been just as pissed. So, you know what I'm saying, I guess that's why they're coaches and GMs and I'm not, but I don't know, man. I understand that. If they drove the price up, they'll try and get, you know what I'm saying, the house, tell them no. So Ron Rivera, Marty Herney, you guys, you know, did your discretion, you know what I'm saying, and thought about it, obviously. But you know, like I said, I would like a trade to be done, but if the price is too high, the price is too high, man. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share with y'all cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, don't forget to hit the bell notification, man. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. I upload randomly, so I don't want you guys to miss out. So definitely hit the bell icon. When you see it squeaking lines, you know you have been notified. And guys, get in the comment section, man. How do you feel about DJ Moore getting more snaps? Who do you think should get more snaps? Curtis Samuel, DJ Moore. And I ain't gonna lie, man. You know, how you feel about Torrey Smith being injured? You know, I know some of you guys kind of, you know, like it, even though we don't want no injury, but you kind of like it because DJ Moore get more snaps. Let me know how you feel about that. Let me know how you feel about the Desean Jackson and Action Jackson, a.k.a. Dante Jackson matchup. Like I said, I think this might be the best matchup between a speed receiver and a speed corner we've seen all year. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, and it's going to be probably a good one in general. So let me know how you feel about that. I think it's going to be a good matchup. Like I said, I think Desean Jackson is probably one of the best vertical threats, you know what I'm saying, between him and Brandon Cooks and maybe Tyreek Hill. So let me know how you feel about that, man. And also let me know how you feel about the trade deadline. Do you blame Jerry Jones, you know what I'm saying, for the Amari Cooper trade? Because I think it shifted everything. I think once he did that, everybody decided to, hey, let's raise the prices because there's somebody dumb enough to trade, you know what I'm saying, the house for a player that does not really deserve it. So let me know how you feel about that. Also, check out the LCameraTV apparel. Shirts, hats, and mugs, all types of cool things. I'll link in the description below. Check out the apparel, man. Show love, you know what I'm saying. If you do cop some apparel, make sure you, you know what I'm saying, take a picture of it and tag me in my Instagram at LCamera25. Y'all already know what it is, man. Check out apparel, support the channel, support me. You already know what it is. Check out the Patreon page, exclusive content, shout outs, blooper reels, all kinds of cool stuff. Check that out, man. You know what I'm saying. Become a member, think about it. You feel me? You know, look into it. You know what I'm saying. You get some exclusive stuff, man. So definitely show love to that. Check out my dog Renan video. His video is going to be at the very end of mine, the end screen. You know what I'm saying. Very funny dude, very talented. Keep that trickle effect going. Like I said, very funny dude. I think you guys will really like his stuff, and I think, you know, we're going to do more collaborations as time goes on. Make sure you share this video with all your Panther family, friends, anybody Panther related, anybody football related, anybody Buccaneer related, anybody anything related. Let them know LCameraTV is rocking on Panther Nation, and Panther Nation rocking on LCameraTV. Thank y'all for all the support and all the love. You know what I'm saying, and we definitely gonna turn up on, you know what I'm saying, on, you know what I'm saying, Sunday. You know what I'm saying, we're gonna be in effect. We're gonna be watching this Bucs game. This could be, you know, kind of, you know what I'm saying, iffy, just for certain reasons, man, but I'll get into that, you know, in the next video, man. So thank y'all for showing love. Definitely tune into the live stream, man, and I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace.